Good morning, crafters. And I know you're thinking, what is she doing here? It was supposed to be Dan, but unfortunately Dan has is feeling a little bit unwell. So I've come in to save the day on a Super Saver Wednesday.
You are such a hero.
I know. I was going to put my cape on, but I thought that was probably a bit too much. But joining me today, and I'm really excited about this because I was at TV when this news was announced, and I was a little bit sad that I wasn't going to do the show. So maybe I poisoned Dan to do it.
I think that's potentially true.
Who knows? But over in the demonstration station, it's a person that we all know and love, and I'm sure you're all excited to see her. It's Anne-Marie.
Hi.
What have you been up to? Because it's been a really long time.
It's been ages. It has. But yeah, it's just hard getting in.
I know. It's busy, isn't it?
Yeah,
and then
wiggling the little people round.
Yeah.
And fitting it in, but it's always good fun to be here.
I know, it's so exciting. And it's Super Savers, which is always a good show because it's deals and deals and deals, and we're basically giving things away. So it's going to be super, super fun. Some little bits of announcements before we get into it though. We would really, really appreciate it if you voted for us in the this year's Craft Awards. They are online. I think you can, do we have the link to go to, Emily? They're online and you can vote for so many different categories. There's Personality of the Year, Male and Female Crafter, Most Loved Craft Store, Brands for Crafts, Best Rated Customer Service, Die Cutting Range, Stamping Range. There's endless categories and you can go online and vote for whoever you wish to. So it would be really, really nice if we had some votes for that. So get on that. Then we have our Win It Weekly, which we do every week. I was just laughing with Emily because I always start chatting and then she plays the VT and I'm like, oh yeah, there's a VT here. Forgot about that. So this week's Win It Weekly competition is our beautiful Duo Designer paper pads. Now these are the last 3 that we brought to you. So in this one you have the Gilded Inks and Glitteresque. We've got Watercolor Dreams and Colour Fades, and then lastly the beautiful Cottage Garden and Beautiful Burlaps. So if I just flick through one so you get the idea, you've got an amazing pattern on one side. This one's really pretty with all those fancy florals in, and then you have a coordinating colour on the back. This pattern is burlesque, so it fits really perfectly with this range. It's perfect for summer crafting. I'm going to have to show you them all now because they're just as cool.
Yeah, I need to see them all
in
now.
This one, so this one we have an ombre on one side.
Nice.
And then you've got really cool, funky, you can't even see, patterns on the other. Like crazy colour patterns. That's,
I love that.
That's Watercolor Dreams and Colour Fades. And then the last one is the Gilded Inks and the Glitteresque. Now this one is just amazing. So you've got these amazing like alcohol backgrounds. I'm gonna have to flip through some more that you can see. They are just so pretty. The colourways are amazing because they're just the most beautiful deep tones, and then you've got that gold in, and then the opposite side you've got a glittery paper that works perfectly alongside it. Absolutely love it. So you could be in with a chance of winning those 3, and we're going to have 4 winners that we will announce on Friday's show. All you have to do to win though is answer this question. You need to like, share and comment on the video with your answer. This is hilarious. Okay, so the question is, there are more what in England than people? Is it A, pork pies, B, chickens, or C, pubs? Now I could probably say it was pubs, but
oh no, don't be
silly. If you think about it, there's only like maybe 5 or 6 in a small area, and there's like billions and billions of people, isn't there?
I would have said pork pies, but then that would be a lie because that's why Dan's not here, because he ate all the pork pies.
This is true.
Made himself a bit sick. So I would go with chickens based on that knowledge that I have.
Chicken's the more logical one, isn't it? I mean, there's so many eggs, so there must be lots of chicken. That's how I'd think about it. But like, share and comment with your answer to the question to be in with a chance of winning those fantastic pads. Now, let's get on with it because there's loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of things.
So much.
Oh my gosh, it's piled high over here. I don't know how I'm going to sort of like manoeuvre myself around it all, if I'm honest. I'm sure Dan had a plan.
I doubt it.
So, first of all, we have, and now all the things we're going to show you are mega, mega essential. So they're things that you are going to need in the next few months because we all know Christmas is coming.
You what now?
Christmas is coming. Honestly, people aren't okay with this. I've been telling people all the time I'm making Christmas cards.
I am really sad because obviously the plan was for me to come next week to do Christmas, but we're going to Wales on Monday and I'd completely forgotten.
On holiday, aren't you?
Almost double booked myself.
You forgot about us.
So yeah, I'm not going to see the Blockbuster. I have seen some of the fabulous cards that the team have made though. And
it is cool.
It is gorgeous.
It's very exciting. So this is all the things you will need to help you in that crafting journey. The first one we have for you is our Stunning Silver Miri Card Megabuy. Now this is a fantastic deal and this is one that when we do this, it flies out. So this is a 100 sheet pack for £17.50.
Wow.
£17.50 for all of this Miri. Now we probably go through this maybe a week in the office between everyone. It's crazy. So if you think about all the Christmas cards you're making, if you're making for charities, if you're making to sell, this is so worth it for £17.50 because you get all of this card. We also have it in our gold. Now the gold is exactly the same, obviously not in colour, but size and pack. You're going to get 100 A4 sheets for £17.50. Now if you thought that was good, we're also going to give you the gold and silver for £29.99.
What?
Should be just under £60,
That's
but
incredible.
you're going to get this home, all of this Miri card, all of it. There's so much. It's actually really heavy. £29.99 if you want 200 sheets, 100 sheets of gold and 100 sheets of silver. How incredible is that?
Just posting that bad boy is going to cost a fortune.
I know, it's so heavy. I'm not joking. It's really heavy. Then we've not done this before, but we thought, let's treat you guys. What we're also going to do this time is we're going to do a 100 sheet pack of our rainbow Miri. So this one's really cool because it kind of looks like silver, but then it has this beautiful rainbow effect when you put it in the light, which means your cards are going to be glistening on your mantelpieces. Again, at £17.50. So for any individual pack you buy, it's £17.50. But if you want that mega buy where you get your gold and your silver, £29.99. What a deal! Now I need to move these out of the way because there's just so much coming up. Then, should we see what we can do with this though?
Oh yeah, sorry, I was miles away just watching on deals. I was like,
it was crazy. But when you get that Miri home, obviously you can use it for matting and layering, but there's so much more you can do with your Miri, and Anne-Marie is going to show you just 2 little tips and tricks for what you can do with it.
Yeah, I think it's quite easy to forget, isn't it, that all you can do is sort of matting and layering. Oh, dropped it. But I always forget that we can obviously die cut our Miri card, but we can also emboss with it as well, and the embossing is one of the really cool things that I just love to do. Because it does look really metallic, obviously, and you've got that dimension, so it does just look fabulous. So we're just going to trim this down. And Emily brought me these 2 gorgeous embossing folders. Aren't they pretty?
Were these ones in the last one of the last decollages we did? Yeah.
They're absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I was sort of drawn to this one first, but I do really like that one.
I like the other one.
I like them both. And don't forget as well, obviously I'm putting it mirror side up, so the design's going to be embossed, but if you pop it mirror side down, it will be debossed. And that will give you a completely different sort of look. Now, how cute is this thing? I haven't seen this before.
Oh my gosh, have you not used it before?
No.
So we love this machine. I yet haven't purchased one of these. However, it is on my list of things to do as soon as I've bought a house. Obviously that
priorities, Natalie, priorities.
But it's so good because it's just so handy and easy to use. It's really thin as well, so it fits in your little pockets. You can emboss on it.
Little pocket.
In your little
put it in a little
pocket space on your desk.
Okay. Oh, and it's got little suckers.
I know.
So cute. Bye-bye.
It looks really good.
Look at this. It's gorgeous, isn't it? And then obviously we can do all sorts with this. With your alcohol-based pens, you can colour this in. You can sand it. We can do all sorts of things, which we're going to do later. But that's our embossing. And then we're going to do a little bit of die cutting as well. And you bought me these little cuties as well. Look how sweet these are.
Oh, you've missed these, haven't you? Okay.
Missed all the fun stuff.
So these are our Moonstone minis.
I love them.
And you get little embellishments like you've got here, but we've also got sentiments. Oh, you've got a sentiment.
I've got a little sentiment. Yeah, I'm going.
They come with backgrounds.
I know. I love this.
Isn't it the best?
I'm so excited.
And you know what's even more exciting?
Go on.
We're bringing out a Christmas set. Exclusive.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. She never tells me anything.
It's so good. I do.
No, you don't.
I'm very busy, you know.
Don't I know it? Okay, so we're going to cut this out. And what I'll do is I'll cut the background in black. And I'm going to go rainbow actually for our sentiment, just to get that to really sort of pop. So let me grab a little bit of rainbow. So our sentiment will just stand out from that gorgeous matte black background. So let's put our sentiment onto here, and I'm going to pop a little bit of tape on just to be safe. It is only little, but we don't want it to go wandering around. So pop that on there, and then we're going to put our background onto the black. And then these go inside here, don't they now?
Yeah, inside the little folder.
Inside the little folder. I love this idea, it's so cool. I think...
And you can get smaller ones as well. So the midi's the bigger one they do, but then they do
oh my gosh,
like
a
smaller version.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
It's so exciting. It's like super stuck. I think I need to get one for Joseph.
Oh my god, Joseph would love this.
He would.
You get this would. And then all the little minis.
Yeah, and then my house would just be covered in more bits of paper and cardboard and things, you know.
Has he been experimenting? Because the last time I saw him, he was making like a robotic arm from paper.
Oh yeah, no, do you know what? He hasn't been doing as much crafting as he used to.
This is because you're not crafting.
It's because I'm not crafting, but also he's very wary of leaving things lying around.
Okay.
Because Sophie obviously tries to eat everything that she can see. So yeah, he is very wary, and he did also get a Nintendo Switch for his birthday. So we have sort of lost him a little bit to the digital side, which is very sad. But
we'll bring him back. It's okay.
We will definitely. Okay, so we have, where have I put it? Our fabulous sentiments, which just die cuts perfectly, and I love that they're linked, but they're not linked.
No, so if you wanted to change it up, and you can also chop your backgrounds off as well.
Yeah.
So you could have it as two separate words. You could move the way that they're down.
Look how cute this is.
It's really nice.
Oh, so cute. Let's do a little bit of sticking.
And there's different fonts as well, which is quite cool. So all the different sentiments have like different styles of fonts. Some of them are the same, so you can mix and match them.
They're just so useful, aren't they?
They are,
I love
especially for quick card making, but quick card making where it looks like you've put a lot of effort in.
Yeah. And I'm assuming that they're nice and affordable.
They are. I think they're £2.99.
What?
£2.99, but you can get them in a super cool multi-buy.
You guys are crazy.
I know.
This is amazing.
So you can get multi-buys of the words, and you can get multi-buys of all the embellishments, or you can get a super mega buy, which has embellishments and
everything
included.
That's the one for me, definitely. Oh my gosh, look how cute that is.
It looks so good.
Oh, with the rainbow as well. It just pops, doesn't it, off the black?
It looks super fun.
Essential. So yeah, I mean, obviously mirror card, we just need it for matte and layering more than anything, but don't forget you can do die cutting, embossing, use it for boxes, all sorts of things. It's fantastic.
It looks the best. So next up, because I told you there's lots to get through, this one's going to be everyone's favourite. Let's just move these out of the way. We have our construction glue mega buy. Now, in this mega buy, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 construction glues. All these 6 bottles are also, you're going to get 600 millilitres in each bottle. And if you don't or have never used our construction glue, I don't know why, because it is crazy. So on our web, I'm not sure how many we have on our website, but the show I did last week on Create and Craft, it has over 34 5-star reviews. And we have spoken endlessly on Hunky Dory TV about all the things that you guys have actually used your construction glue for. People have fixed their cars together.
No way.
People have fixed things in their house. I'm not joking.
Oh my goodness.
So we are actually going to try and compile a blog of like 101 things you can use construction glue for.
I love
but
that.
It's really good. You can use it to even stick your mirror together. Obviously, if you're using your mirror, you have to let it dry for quite a while because it doesn't have that sort of texture that card does, where it can sort of seep into your cardstock. But you can use it for mirror, you can use it for construction, you can use it on paper, which is really good. So if you're using your Duo Design paper pads, it's not going to buckle your paper. It's fantastic. And right now it's £8.99 for 6 bottles. So make sure you're getting on that, because that is a deal. I would be surprised if we actually have any left after we're selling this off, because it really goes. Then we have our Fingerlift Tape bundle. This is my ultimate favourite tape because it is super, super handy for all for speedy crafting. Our Fingerlift Tape has, it's got a thicker back layer than the actual tape, which means once you've got that on your cardstock, you can just lift the edges off and it'll peel off super, super easy for you. So this actually contains 10 rolls of Fingerlift tape. Now I can't tell you how many meters you're going to get on each tape. Emily, do you know? I'm going to trick you now. You got to find out for us. But it's going to last a really long time. Obviously, when you're crafting for Christmas, you're going to need a lot of this tape. And while it's on a great deal like this, you just have to do it. You have to do it. So you're going to get 10 rolls of that.
Oh, wow.
Per one. So there's 33 meters on each one. So that means there's 330 meters in this whole. How good was that? How good was that? I feel like I need a really, like we need a sound effect, like ta-da, she did it. That's how much you're going to get on here. 330 meters of tape for £8.75. Then when you've got your tape, you've got your glue, you're going to need some high tack tape, because if you use Christmas, who doesn't make a card at Christmas that doesn't use snowfall acetate? Who does that? No one does that.
Nobody does that.
No one does that. So you need your Fingerlift tape to make sure that your acetate is nice and firmly stuck down. So in here, this is our high tack tape bundle. You're going to get five reels of the smaller size, which is 3 millimeters, and there's 5 meters on each roll, which is 25 meters in total. Then you also get that in 6 millimeters. So you're going to get 6 mil wide tape, you're going to get 3 mil wide tape, and you're going to get 50 meters of tape for £9.99. Normally £17. That's a really good deal. That is a really good deal. Even if you buy this when it's on offer, you can probably keep these for the whole year. These would definitely last you a whole year, I reckon.
That's the advantage of days like today where we've got these amazing deals on essentials, is they're never going to go out of date. You're going to use these things time and time again, so now is the opportunity to get stocked up.
Then we're going to need foam pads. So we've got 3 different mega buys for you. Each mega buy contains 16 sort of strips of each. This one in particular is our strips mega buy, and that in this one you're going to get 8 sheets of the sheets where you get, and I always forget this, I think it's 5 mil and 3 mil, the sizes of the strips. But
you're looking at me like I might remember.
I know, you should remember. What have you been doing this whole year? But they're really, really good, so I'm just going to do what Dan does, because you need to be able to see it. I'm going to stick it on my hand. So you get a thin strip. These are perfect for the frames of your toppers. And then you get a thinner strip. I'm going to say it's 6 and 3. Because looking at it, it probably is. And then this size is perfect for the inner sides of your frame. So you've got those ones there. Then you're also going to get 8 sheets of the super mega strips, which if you're making borders from your cardstock, or you're lifting one section up.
Sentiments as well.
Sentiments, yeah, sentiments is good for these ones. But you're going to get 16 sheets of that for £18. So that's the first deal. £8. I said 18, didn't I? Because I'm talking fast. So that's one section. I'm going to get these foam pads everywhere. Let's just stick them on here. We can get them off there later. Next one, we have our sort of larger ones. These are, I'm just checking if you get 2 different sizes. You do. So in these ones, you get our rectangles, which are like this shape. And then you also get square ones, and these ones are really good. Again, for like your sentiments or your smaller circle elements that you get on your cards, these are going to be fantastic for decoupage as well, your larger bits of decollage, because there's decollage coming up as well. We might as well give all the secrets away because Dan's not here. And they are going to be £8. Now we also are going to do a mixed megabyte. Now in that, I'm going to guess that you're going to get 4 sheets of each, but don't.
It's just a mix.
It's going to be a mix, isn't it? So it could be strips, it could be the rectangles, the squares, it could be even the smaller squares, which are really good for your decollage when you've got all those super tiny bits that you need to stick on. So all of our mixed foam megabytes are £8, but there's 3 different selections. There's the strips, there's a large foam pads, and then there's a mix, which you're going to get a lot of different tiny ones. So bear that in mind when you're ordering. Next up, we have, this is a good one.
This is a really
good one, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
These are our dimensional card kits. Now, these are 2 for £8 or £5.99 each. I'm going to open one of them just so you can see exactly what you're going to get in here. Because again, for when you're making your decollage, these are going to be perfect, especially people who like to make shakers with their decollage, things like that, frame them up in their cards. You're going to be able to do that. So in here, you get 5 card blanks, and you can see that they've been die cut for you. So you just pop out this little section, and you've got your aperture, which matches the same shape as some of our decollage sets, those base layers. And then you're going to get 5 of these amazing dimensional card fronts, which are exactly the same size. You can see how deep they are, so they're really going to fit your decollage in. They just pop in here, fit perfectly. You just add a little bit of cardstock to the back there, pop your decollage in, pop your shaker elements in, and away you go. You've got a perfectly ready-made, just put a little bit of red tape on the back there, stick it down, pop a sheet of cardstock in the back to hide all your workings, and you've got a perfect card here ready to go. We're also going to throw in the envelopes there for you, and we have them in some amazing shapes. So that one that we've just shown you is our fancy label aperture. We've also got them in our arch aperture. We've got them in oval aperture, and you get all of those little elements you need in there. We've got squares, we've got inverted corner rectangles, we've got vintage label apertures, we've got that one as well. And there's so much more on the website, but this is just a few. So make sure you have a look, because what a deal that is. 2 for £18 or £5.99 each for everything you need to make your 3D cards.
£8. Stop adding £10 and everything.
What did I say?
18.
Why do I think it's 18? I have had a very long week.
Oh, we know.
I have. I keep telling people.
I'm not sure you told everybody enough.
How many? So I went to Peterborough twice last week, which is 126 miles both times. So that's 240, maybe 50 something. And then I went down to London.
That's because you're insane.
I know, I don't know why I did it. I am very tired. I said to Dan I'm going to hit a wall sometime this week. But it's not today. I just can't speak. Once you've got all your glues, all your apertures, you're going to need some tools. So we've got some great deals on our tools. We've got our A3 cutting mat. Now this is probably my favourite one actually, especially when I'm stamping, when I'm die cutting. I like using the smaller one on top of my adorable scoreboard, but I like this one because the size of it, you can fit loads on, especially if you're mixing your colours of your inks and bits and pieces, then you can use this as sort of like a base to do that. So you've got inches on one side, you've also got all your measurements on the other side for your card blank sizes. Then on the opposite side, you've got your centimetres. I also love this little point here, because when you're doing, when you're moving your toppers around to create fancy shapes from them, you can pop your card blank in the middle and then use this as a guide so you know that it's straight, which is really cool. So that's £8.99. You're going to save a whole 30% on that one. Then we have, you're going to have to bear with me while I just go down to the shop. We've got our Guillotine. So this is £12.99. Now, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
This in size is 6 by 8.5 inches. So that's the size of the cutting bed that you have here. You also get little handy a 1/4 inch grid markings, which is really good if you're bad at sort of like doing your eighths. You can just do your notches that way.
Notches.
It's got a self-sharpening blade, which is really good because it means you don't ever have to replace it. And then you've got that handy little guard there for sort of holding your paper in place, because when you've cut your paper and it's quite small, sometimes it can move around, but with that, if you put pressure on that, you know it's going to stay in the same place. So it easily cuts all of your mediums, your acetate, your adorable scorable, Inkme, cardstock, your foam, felt. You can use this to cut burlaps and lace if you're adding that to your projects. You can even use it on vinyl, so if you're a handy maker with a vinyl machine, you can do that. But it's really good, it's lightweight. It's got a little handy carrier if you want to pop that on your shelf. It also fits into your craft bag, so when you're crafting away, then you can pop that into your craft bags. It just hides in there, you cannot see it. Sometimes you can have a real pain, can't you, putting your Guillotine, your trimmer into your bag, but this one fits in there perfectly.
Nice handy little portable size.
It is, it is, all for your crafting needs. Then we have our screw hole punch for all of those tags you're going to be making this year. So you've got a matching tag with each card that you make. This is now £9.99. Now, if we have one of these out, have we got one in there?
Yeah.
I'm going to say that it might not have all the bits on the top though. Does it? Oh, it does!
It does. It does.
It does.
How cool is this?
So you can see here that your screw hole punch has 3 different sizes of holes for your crafting needs. You've got 2mm, 3mm and 4mm, and they're all stored in the top there. Now to take them out and swap them, you just screw the end off. You just pop it out.
And then that's your...
And swap it over.
Middle size, big size. So you can just switch them around. And I love the way it works, like it twists when you do it. It's just, it fascinates me. It's so cool. Oh no, don't use that because I'm using that.
Yeah, don't use the bit that you're going to use. But you just pop it on top and it just honestly punches anywhere, which is really super handy because, and they're just really nice sizes. Like you could make little holes in here and sort of stitch through them if you wanted to.
Yeah, definitely. But
cool.
like you say, for tags, it's so handy. You can make a tag out of anything now.
Gift bags.
Any toppers, yeah, anything at all.
So you can just use it, put the hole wherever you need it to be. Okay, next up we have, I'm going to have to go this way to get these, because Emily has done a fantastic job of displaying the next item. So let's pop these on here. I've got another little one here.
We've just got too many.
Honestly, if they don't fall down, I'll be astonished. There we go. And we've also got to go with this, a handbook. So this is our Prism Ink Pad Full Collection and Crafting Handbook number 4. So in here, and this is something that I don't know if we actually have done, where we've sold all 36 with a handbook. Normally you get the original 26, but this is all 36 ink pads with that handbook for $39.99, which is incredible because you're basically getting £60 off there.
That's
like
amazing.
that is like that's just quite shocking actually how much money you're saving on this. So if you've wanted these inks for a while, and I do have to say, as a crafter and someone who loves stamping, inking and colouring, these are, and I do have other ink pads at home, these are my ultimate favourite ink pads. They're so handy, they're so juicy, the colours really sort of correct to the colour on your boxes. They're really handy to use, handy to store as well, so they don't take up a lot of room because of how small they are. And there's so much you can do with them because they're water-based. You can just add them, you can mix the colours together. But Anne-Marie's going to show you what you can do with this. But this is one that you have to get. You cannot miss out on this because what a saving. £60 saving. £60 and 1p to be precise, people. It's crazy.
Don't forget the 1p.
You can't forget the penny. You cannot forget the penny. But yeah, Anne-Marie's going to do some cool things with this to show you exactly what you can do.
Yeah, so we're just going to have, we're just going to go back to the mirror. Okay, so our ink pads are water-based. Okay, so obviously we can't use them directly onto here, but what we can do is sand back the surface of this embossing and then add some ink to it. So we're going to use Natalie's sanding block. So we might have to bear with. She's obviously been doing a lot of DIY with it.
You are.
Because it's not very sandy. But we'll get some off. So what we're doing essentially is, because we've embossed, we're taking off that top layer of the mirror on the embossed areas. So doing this, it's going to give it a little bit of a distress finish. You can see around the edges of the mirror. Obviously it's scratching there as well, and it is going to give it a more distressed look.
I actually think it helps to bring out the design as well.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, you can see
it
straight away how much more that's popping compared to that. But you can take as much or as little off when you do this as well. So we've not got all the mirror off there, all that fabulous coating, but you don't have to. If you want to, you can go in and remove it. Obviously, the further
back
you're sort of going, you are going to scratch the surface that's not embossed as well. And then we're just going to take our Midnight Black, because black and gold is just a gorgeous combo. And what this is going to do, it isn't going to stick to our mirror, our shiny surface, it's going to stick to our sanded areas, because what we've done is we've revealed that white core underneath. Thank you.
You're welcome. I knew you were going to ask. I could tell. And you know what's really good that we're doing this time as well, Anne-Marie, is that if you just want 6 of these ink pads, you can get them for £9. So we're all, as well as giving you this fantastic deal where you can get all of them for an amazing saving. Maybe you've just got 6 colours that you absolutely love. You use them all the time. You just want to stock up on those ones. Then you can do that because you can get any 6 for £9.
So you can see it has just picked up
that looks really
like the little
pretty.
leaves, little edges of the petals. So obviously we've not taken off loads of the mirror there, but you can do.
You can do.
You don't have to if you want. It depends on how distressed you like it to look. You know, if you're not mad into that distressed sort of look, then you don't need to add too much to it. But also they are amazing for blending. So if you're someone that maybe isn't that confident with blending colours and things together, then you just don't need to worry because they sort of do the work for you. So I'm just going to take 3 of my favourite shades actually. Obviously great for any sort of sunrise effects or anything like that you're going to go for. We've got the canary yellow, we've got the orange zest, and we've got the red chili. You can use any combination, doesn't have to be 3 either. You can do 2 colours or 4 colours, whatever works for you. Do we still have the colour chart on the website?
Yeah, we have it to download, so you can download it. You can do all your inks on there, so you've got a chart handy with all. You can keep it with your boxes, so you know exactly what colours are going to work well together. But you've not even used that much colour, and look how much has gone down on there.
So, and this was a new pad
it was.
on
So
here.
it didn't
have loads of colour already in there, but look how far that's going. That bit of ink that we've just picked up, that just shows how juicy these ink pads are. And not only that, you know, you can obviously go straight in if you wanted to, but they're just so ergonomic as well, so easy to hold because they've got those little grooves. They're just nice and easy to grip and, you know, get in with the ink pads if you want to. Then we're going to go with our orange zest and just go along that edge.
If If you didn't know, it's my favourite colour.
Is it?
Yeah.
Who knew?
I don't know. If you didn't know, then you definitely don't know me.
I mean, this is just bizarre. Who knew?
Oh, Sue has asked a question.
Oh.
Are the strip foam pads a mix of 2mm and 1mm deep, or are they all 2mm deep? I would say they would all be 2mm deep. I imagine. Yes, they are. So all the strips are going to be 2mm deep.
Let me just get...
Oh, Kirsty said how she uses a lot of the 1mm for when she's doing decollage, and it would be nice to see this offer on a 2mm. So we'll speak to Dan and see what he can do about that, because we do have some shows coming up, so we could add them onto the shows and give you these deals again, but in that 1mm size. We'll speak to him, see what he says.
No. Just make it happen, Nat. This is not how it rolls.
We'll just do it anyway.
Yeah. Speak to him.
Michelle said, I'm definitely channeling Dan because I can't keep a secret. Very true. Cat's out of the bag today.
Unfortunately, yeah, he has just rubbed off on us, hasn't he? That's life now. We just
this is what happens.
Tell all the secrets.
Oh, lovely Anna said, congratulations, Natalie, on Blackpool's result at the weekend. Thank you, Anne. It was the most special day.
Oh, it is a fabulous experience, isn't it?
It is.
How many fans did they have in?
Well, that was a bit of the rubbish thing. So there was only actually 4,000 tickets given to each side, but the amount of noise that came out of that stadium,
it's incredible, isn't it?
You could not tell that there was only that many people there. But we definitely shouted our hearts out for everyone that couldn't make it. It was really, really good. When
the boys went to Burnley the other week, they had one game.
I thought they must have gone.
They got lucky with the ballot and they got to go. But Mark said it was just weird because obviously there was only the home fans there.
Yeah, that was strange. Strange.
It is odd. So it's nice to be able to have everybody there. But look how we've created our super cool ombre background. So that could be a sunset. It could be just a background that you're just going to add your dyes to, just a little sentiment or something, really quick and really easy, but just showing how well those colours blend together. And you can blend random colours as well. It doesn't have to be sets that go. No. You could put some really unusual colour combinations together.
And it really, really works.
Yeah, definitely. And you can, I'm just going to do, let's get a piece of acetate, because you can do something that's much more subtle by adding water to it and doing it this way. So just adding your ink straight onto your acetate and then giving it a...
That is water, isn't it?
Dunno.
It could be hand sanitizer.
No, I checked.
Okay. I was just about to say. Because most of the times when I need a water spray and I needed it in the week at TV, it was hand sanitizer that I'd taken with me.
Yeah, no, I definitely checked beforehand. But it could give a really cool effect though, who knows? So that's going to give you a much softer,
like a really
finish,
nice look,
a really soft watercolour background there. And obviously you can build on top of that as well if you dry that and then go over it again with some, sort of pick up. We've got lots of ink on here that we can still just grab.
Tina has a question. I'm not sure on this answer, so I'm going to ask you, Anne-Marie.
Oh, okay.
If your ink pads dry out, what is the best way to sort of wake them up? Now, in my head, because they're water-based, I would potentially say add water, but then I wouldn't want to ruin them.
You could do, but in all honesty, we never intended for the ink pads to be refillable or to be able to be sort of rejuvenated because the price is just so good.
Yeah, this is true.
The whole idea behind them being affordable was that if your ink went or anything like that, you could just grab another one. And at this price, the £6 for £9, if you'd like Natalie said, if you have got a few that you use more often, or the ink has gone on them, or you've left a lid off by accident, anything like that, then it's just now's the time to grab those individual ones. Yeah.
Most definitely. So that is our ink pad bundle. So you can get the incredible deal for $39.99, or if you've just got some that you need, or there's just a couple of colours that you would like to maybe try them out beforehand, then you can get 6 for £9. Nearly got it mixed up then. So what is next. So those incredible blending sponges that Anne-Marie was using, you can get them as well. So these are our blending tools. So these are now £3.99, and you get 2 little tools, and in here you're going to get 6. I'm guessing that's right, Emily? We're not adding more in? You get 6 of these little sponges to go with them. So that's £3.99. But of course, we've got so many different ink pads. And these ink pads and the way they're designed, you can store your blending sponges underneath. So you can have a sponge for each colour like we have. And to do that, you're obviously going to need some more sponges. So we've got them on offer for you. 4 for the price of 2. So you're actually going to get these for £7.98 instead of £15. So you're going to get 48 here, which is more than enough for all the colours that we have in those 36. So you can have keep some for maybe blending or mixing your colours or doing some fun techniques like we have in the handbook for you. And when you're inking and using your inks, you're obviously quite possibly going to be using your stamps as well. Now this bad boy is going to change your life. If you're someone who's always struggled with stamping because you can't quite get the image clear the first time, then the stamping press, don't even know what I said then. The stamping press is going to change your life. It's incredible. I don't think I actually use my acrylic blocks anymore unless I'm sort of doing repeat patterns as like backgrounds or something, because this is just so handy. So in here you've got, it fits A5 on here, but that doesn't mean you can't use bigger cards or stamp onto 8x8s or 7x7s, because you can do that depending on how you place your card in there. You do get 2 stamping, 2 magnets in there as well, but we also in this deal are giving you some extra magnets, so you also get another, I think there's another 2 in there, so you're going to have 4 magnets in total for £24.99, and it's just so handy for precision. It's really handy for when you're doing things like heat embossing, because you can't actually see that ink until the powder's on there. So when you can take the stamp off, you can add more ink, you can put it back down over and over and over again, and you know that it's going to hit the same spot every time. Your stamping is going to be perfect. That is an incredible deal, and one not to be missed, because it is such a fantastic project. Now, when you do all your crafting and you're going to be selling it on, then you're going to need something to put all your amazing card makes into, and we have an amazing deal on our clear display bags. They're 30% off the whole ranges, and we've got them in loads of different sizes for you. We've got 5x5, we've got C6, which is for your A6 ones. I'm guessing these ones are DL. Oh no, I'm not sure what these ones are.
Are they like the tall skinny 8x3?
Oh yes, possibly. I forgot about those ones. Then we have our DLs. We've got 6x6, we have 5x7, 7x7, A5, and our 8x8 ones. So these are perfect for making your cards, popping them in there, and then adding the prices onto them when you've made them all up. And of course, you're going to need lots for all your Christmas crafting, so you need to get them while they're on an amazing deal, and that is this week's Super Savers, which I believe finishes on Monday at 8 AM. So you've got all weekend to sort of have a look, see what you want, and add them into your basket. Then we've got our low tack tape stack. This is really cool. So in here you're going to get 5 low tack tape rolls. They're all sort of like individually designed, so you've got fancy designs across the whole lot there. You're going to get 10 meters of each roll, which is 50 meters altogether. They're cool just for using, not just for sticking your dies down, to be honest. You can make some really funky cards with these, do some sort of like washi tape ideas with these. I remember when we first brought them out, I covered a phone case with these and made a little hunky-dory phone case because it had the hunky-dory logo. We did absolutely loads. It was super, super fun, but you can get that for £6.99. We also have a mega buy on our low tack tape stack. So this is that sort of perfect size, if you will. It is 20 millimeters wide, so it's that perfect size for all of your crafty needs. You're going to get 10 meters on each roll, but we're giving you 10. We're giving you all of this all of this for £9. So you're going to get 100 metres in total of low tack tape. So if you are a die cutter, you know how much you go through this. It's a great time. Again, we keep saying it, but it is a time where you need to be stocking up on all of these, because once they go up to full price, you won't see a price like this again. So £9.90 for all of these amazing low tack tapes. And then lastly, we have, I can't believe how fast we've got through this actually.
I know, I'm quite impressed.
We have our brush marker bundle. So this is £14.99, and this is for our 2 colours that we have added, not recently, it was kind of like last year, but we brought out 4. This is the other 2 sets. So these are our Rainbow Pastels and Antique Dreams. You can see the colours there. You've got those beautiful light colours and those darker tones, and they are now £14.99 for the 2 sets, and in each set you get 14 pens included. I want to say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 off. But you're going to get 24 because you're going to get them both of them. So £14.99 for those brush markers. Now, brush markers are a really cool pen. So you've got 2 tips for these, and when these came out, it was really fun because I never actually really tried calligraphy, but you can do a really good job with these. And I remember you were really into calligraphy at the time, and you were doing loads of crazy stuff with them.
Yeah.
It was really cool. So you've got 2 nibs on here. You've got the brush marker, which isn't super soft, but it isn't really fine, which means you can get a really good sort of technique when you're trying calligraphy. And then you've also got, in the exact same colour, a fine liner, which when you've got your really tiny stamps, you can colour them in. They're also got that triangular barrel, like a lot of our Prism ranges, so they're super comfy for when you're colouring in or you're lettering or doing all the fancy things that you like to do. So you're actually getting kind of like 2 pens in one, which is really fun. So £14.99 for the whole 2 collections. Anne-Marie, you're going to do something fun, aren't you?
I am, yeah.
I'm excited for this. Are you picking out colours?
Oh yeah, I'm just grabbing a load of colours. So I'm using the Antique Dream set, and what I've done is I've just taken some of our premium watercolour card, and I've just got some of that super skinny tape.
Yeah.
Can't think of the word.
Tape.
That's not the word I was looking for.
Low tack
Low
tape.
tack, that's the one. I got tape, it was the word before I couldn't think of. And what we're going to do is we're just going to add a little bit of colour to each of these sort of shapes, and then we're just going to sort of watercolour this out. So obviously, because they are water based, you can do all sorts of cool things with water with them, but we can just create loads of really cool funky shapes. So let's be random.
You do this with your dies as well, can't you?
Yeah.
If you use your masking sheets and die cut shapes, you can do the same technique but do it in loads of random shapes, which is quite cool.
Definitely. But look how they just melt with the water.
I know.
They're just a dream to use. If you're, again, you know, if it's not something that you're very confident with, then these are just going to make life easier for you because they do all the work. You don't have to really do much to them. And they just work so well. They're amazing. I love the colour tones that we have in here as well. The really deep, rich colour tones.
But then when you like wash it out,
yeah, you can get such
really beautiful like pale shades. So if you are someone that sort of wants to mix and match your colours, or you're someone who likes to kind of just use one colour to get different tones, then these brush markers are the way to go, because you do create that really nice effect with them.
Definitely.
And you can add lots of water and then go back in with the same colour and add all your shading and stuff.
Yeah, once it's dry, obviously you can go back in and really build that colour up. You know, if you keep adding while it's wet, all it will do is just saturate the paper, and you actually won't get that colour intensifying. So you do want to leave it to dry in between. Let's go, no, not yet. Let's go in with this blue is gorgeous. It's like almost like a navy, but not quite as dark. It's lovely. And if you wanted to add more, you can obviously just do a little scribble, pick that colour up and add it in that way as well. But I just love how easy they are to use. Let's go this one down here. I'm guessing we have the colour chart for these as well.
Yeah, we do. All that on the hub, you can download the colour chart, so you can make a nice little chart here so you can see which colours work best with which. Chris has said, can these pens be used in the scan and cut, please? I'm not 100% sure of that because I don't have a scan and cut myself, so I wouldn't have tried it. And I don't think, maybe on the fine liner end, yes, but on the brush marker end, I don't think you get a good outcome just because of the softness of the nib.
Yeah, I don't know how.
So it wouldn't do your sort of line drawings very well, but I can, and because of the fact that they're a triangular barrel, a lot of the attachments for your sort of electronic die cutting machines are round. So I would say possibly give it a try, or maybe see if anyone that you know that has a scan and cut and has these pens can try it out, and we can find that out for you. But yeah, I wouldn't say yes, because I wouldn't be sure on how that one would work.
No, I'm not too sure on that. Definitely not. Okay, and then I'm just going to see. Oh, let's go in with this. Oh no, I thought that was a purple then. We're not going in with that. Oh, I think I'm going to do this like olivey. Ooh.
Faith says, how do you control the water flow with your water brushes?
So they have, at the sides here, they've got like, it actually says push on them, and you can squeeze there and that will
release the water.
Obviously, you don't want to be, well, you might want to get that much out in one go, but usually you just give it a little bit of a squeeze. And I always have a little bit of tissue on hand just to soak up if you don't want as much as that is on the brush. But that is how you sort of control what comes out of the brush.
And these are going to be back in stock next month. We have been waiting such a long time.
Oh, really?
I'm waiting because mine brushes, I don't know where they've gone.
Oh, no.
I've lost them. So I've been waiting for new ones as well. So I'm as eager as you guys for these to come back in stock.
Okay.
This is where the magic happens, really, isn't it?
Yeah, we can take this off.
Look at that background. It's so...
And it just gives you such a cool finish, doesn't it? And knowing, you know, the tape, you could do that with different widths of tape as well. I've just taken the skinny one there. And then what you can also do is then with your fine line, you can go in and just do little stitchy bits. You could do little doodles in here. You could actually, you know, line some of the shapes, give it a really sort of definite edge if you want to, especially when we get down here. You can do all sorts with them. You could do little, let's find out olive green, like little squirrely bits in here. You can do anything.
Entangling.
Yeah, you know, whatever. And you've got that tonal colour on colour because obviously we've got the fine line end is the same as the same colour as the brush end, but you can do so much with them. They're just such an amazing pen. I absolutely love them. You know, I don't know how we would have survived without these pens. I love them.
It's very true, because I am using them a lot more for backgrounds and sort of watercolouring projects more than I have ever done.
Yeah.
And you know how much I love alcohol markers.
Yeah.
But I really, really enjoy using these.
Yeah, they're just so easy.
They're so fun to do. They really are. And that's what is great about them, is how much fun you can have with the colours and creating different backgrounds, trialing different things, learning new techniques. It's all there, but it has been a really good show. There's been so many good deals on. I'm actually glad I was in here, because otherwise I wouldn't have known about all of these deals.
All these amazing deals.
Shall we quickly run through everything, Emily? Quickly super speed through it. So first of all, we've got our stunning silver mega buy. You can get this in gold, silver and rainbow for £17.50. Then we've also got our multi-buy, which you can get, oh I tricked you there, which you can get our gold and silver, £29.99. Construction glue, £8.99 for 6 bottles. We've got our Fingerlift Tape. You're going to get 10 rolls here, which is actually 330 metres of tape for £8.75. Then we have our high Tack Tape mega buy. You're going to get 5 rolls of each, and that's £9.99 because they do come in 2 different widths. Then we've got a fantastic deal on our foam pads. We've got strips, we've got big ones, and we've got a mix of all the strips and the different sizes, and they are all £8. Then we've got our dimensional card kits. This is an incredible deal. So you can get any 2 for £8 or £5.99 each. We have our Premier Craft Tool A3 cutting mat at £8.99. Then we've got our Guillotine. That's now £12.99. Then we have our screw hole punch, £9.99, was £14.99. We've got that Prism Ink Pad full collection and crafting handbook, £60 off this week, £39.99 for all of that. Or if you just want to get 6 colours, you can do for £9. Then we have, because you're going to need them, there's blending tools to use with your inks, £3.99. And if you need lots of different sponges, so you can have 1 for each of your ink pads, they are on a deal for 48 for £7.98. Then we've got that stamping press, the Dream stamping press. That's on an amazing offer of £24.99. Then we've got your a really good deal on your clear display bags. They're 30% off on all different sizes. We've got that low tack tape stack for £6.99, which you saw Anne-Marie just use. Then we've got that low tack tape mega buy, that fantastic 20 metre size for £9.99. And then lastly, our Rainbow Pastel and Antique Dreams brush marker collection is now only £14.99. So they're all the deals that you've seen on our Super Savers, and those deals are going to run from now until 8 AM on Monday, isn't it? So you've got all the rest of the week to be able to get those deals. Some incredible offers there. We have, before we leave, because we've done everything.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. I cannot believe we've done it all.
We don't mess about.
I know, it's true. We're going to have, we've got some shows, today. It was on at 10:30 and it's back on at 2:15. We've got a Moonstone Dies offer show with Pauline. I think they're on a crazy multi-buy where you get maybe like 3 for 2. And there's some really fantastic dies on there. And they're not nested dies, they're more sort of like dies that we've brought with collections. So you've got some fancy floral edges, you've got some background panel dies, you've got some sentiment dies on there, dies for making backgrounds for your stamps. There's loads, so make sure you tune in to that at 2:15. We're adding the Glimmer Mist. Oh, what colour is it? Oh, it's the yellow one. I'm going to add the yellow Glimmer Mist to our rollover box, which is still waiting for someone to win it, actually.
Oh my goodness.
I know. And then next up on Hunky Dory TV, we will be back here. Myself and Rebecca, I think, are going to be back here on Friday with the launch of our deluxe craft pads. So there's 3 new craft pads. We're also going to have the 3 old craft pads back in stock, which is very exciting. So we'll be here Friday at 10 AM. Make sure you are here because we're going to announce the Win It Weekly winner. We're going to spin the wheel and we're going to have lots of fun. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
I'm so excited I got to be here. I know, it's fun. We won't leave it as long next time.
No, definitely not. No.
And then she's going to be back, which is exciting.
Yeah.
Not long now.
It's not long, no. So Sophie starts nursery in August, so towards the end of August. So I'll be coming in once a week before I'm back fully.
Oh, it's very exciting.
So
very exciting. But thank you very much for joining us. We hope you've enjoyed the deals. We hope you save lots and lots of pennies this week by getting them all now while they're on the fantastic offers they are on. I will see you here back on Friday for our Thank Craft It's Friday show. But thank you for joining us.